Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is having a great day. I'm having a great day, and I want to give God all the praise and all the glory because without Him, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So, tonight's topic is going to be about Netflix and what they're doing, and I kind of have my own opinion on it. But before I get into Netflix, I want to thank everybody for tuning into my channel, for watching this video. Hit the like button, comment below because tonight's topic does require engagement. Because when I posted this on the fake book, I've got in 1 hour I had 40 comments come in. And people are still commenting on it. So I've got plenty of content for today's broadcast. I'm glad to be back in studio. As most of you know, I have been in the moving process. I am moving to Marshfield, which is 20 miles from here. So it's not like I'm just uprooting and totally leaving all my social circle. You can watch all my vlogs. They're just simple vlogs. There's no religion, no politics. It's just my daily life. Things that are going on. And I'm just trying to be personable and relatable. Something that's going to be very valuable in the near future on this platform or other social media platforms. With OpenAI coming out, I just worry there's too many YouTubers who will go out and they hide behind avatars and fake names. And you can't relate to them. How can you relate to them? And with this new AI coming out, they're going to do it even more so. And I want to remain relatable. I want to be a human being that you can see on the screen. That is the real me. I use my real name. I do not hide behind a fictitious name. That's my name, Jeremiah Umans. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid. I'm not ashamed of myself. I'm not ashamed of who I am. So I use my real name. You want to dox me? Dox me. I'm 55, soon to be 56. I've lived my life. You can't. So I'm not worried about trolls and people who dox me. Be my guest. Troll me, dox me, I don't care. My wife passed away 4 years ago. I don't have kids to support. I've lived my life. You know what? You can't intimidate me. You just can't. So that's how I feel about it. Now, so tonight we're going to talk about Netflix. And so we're going to go back on the topic, what I came here to talk about. Now, what Netflix has done, I totally support and understand. As someone who pays for Netflix, I get it. I understand I can only use it on 3 devices. Now, Netflix is saying they're ending all this sharing, as they should. I do not share my passwords with anyone. I do not share any account information with anyone. Not even my own family. It's true. Now, when I move to Marshfield, I'll be living with my dad, and he's up in his years, about 80 years old, and got to make sure that nothing happens to him. If he should have a stroke or a heart attack, I'm there to call 911. So that's the main reason. The economics is part of it. I'll make a little more money moving out to Marshfield. I'll save money on all kinds of stuff, and there's good paying jobs out there. Well, I'll make more per hour, so I benefit in every way. But the topic of Netflix, now, if I'm living with my dad, now him and I will share Netflix because we're in the same house. Get it? So, yeah, you can share Netflix with everybody in your family if you're in the same house. But if all your kids have phones and you're paying for all the phones, you want to get your kids to pay for their own phone, pay for their own internet, pay for their own Netflix, Amazon. You got to teach that to your kids. You have to. Get them on their own. Get them to pay for their own stuff. I have Netflix and I don't share it with anybody. Period. Now, if I'm living with my dad, that's a form of sharing, yes, but we're in the same house. If I go on vacation, because I've heard this argument said, well, if I go on vacation, I can't watch Netflix on their TV. Of course not. You know that. You know better than that. But you take your phone or iPad Pro with you anywhere, right? If you got Netflix downloaded on your phone, you can watch Netflix anytime, anywhere on the planet. Watch anything you want, correct? So what's the problem here? What's the deal? I say, well, the school doesn't offer this or that. Well, you can still screen share. It's called Chromecasting. I got a lady who admitted she knows what that is. So what's the deal? I don't understand what the problem is. If you know you can Chromecast and hook this phone up to somebody's monitor or smart TV, because everyone's got a smart TV now, and this can be hooked up to a smart TV. You just got to go on YouTube and look up a tutorial on how to do that. What kind of cord you need to get from Amazon for a few dollars, you can do that. Some people call it Chromecasting. Now I know people use this in PowerPoint presentations. I've seen people hook up their phones, their at least a laptop, a notebook to a monitor, and away they go for a PowerPoint presentation. It's done all the time. So what's the problem? I think I know what that is, and that is they want to freeload. That's what it is. They think they're entitled to get Netflix for nothing. But if you're paying for Netflix, I say I should be able to access it. Well, you can access it. You got a phone. So I need to access it when I'm on vacation. Yes, you can. You can access your Netflix anywhere on the planet with your phone, which has your IP address. You can watch Netflix anytime, anywhere. I don't understand the problem. What Netflix is doing is right. Do I agree with everything they do? No, I don't. But they're a private company. Yes, they have to make a profit. That's what they're in business for. Those profits create jobs. They say, well, they have to appeal to the shareholders. Yes, they do. Shareholders like me, who may have part of their retirement locked up in it. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And so you got a lot of baby boomers. They have their IRAs and some of their retirement tied up in some of these tech companies. So when the tech companies prosper, they prosper. And there are millions of shareholders. So, yeah, you can call it corporate greed, capitalism, but that's what built this world. I mean, I just don't understand it. What Netflix is doing is correct. All the streaming services are going to do it. They're all doing it. They're all limiting. They're all ending this sharing thing. You can't share it anymore. You want it, you pay for it. It's simple. What part do you not understand? If I want Disney Plus, I got to pay for it. If I want Paramount so I can watch Star Trek, I'm a big Star Trek fan. If I want to see the new season of Strange New Worlds, I got to pay my $10 a month for Paramount, which I can get through Amazon, which now offers multiple streaming services under one roof now, on top of their music platform. All you gotta do is pay for it. People, what I think is a lot of people don't have money, but they do have money. My dad always said people will always have the money for the things they want. Think about that, how true that is. It's a miracle how they seem to have money for lottery tickets, alcohol, drugs. Miraculously, they have money, but they can't pay their rent. Now, back in the day when I was younger, people would mooch for free cable TV. You've heard that scam before? I'm getting free cable, not paying for it. That's wrong. That's stealing. Period. You want it, you pay for it. Simple. Basic. It's not complicated. And don't share your account information with anybody. I don't. If my best friend said, I want to watch Star Trek, I said, it's $10 a month. I said, you come over to my house, you can watch it. I'll share it. If you come over to my house, fine, you can watch Star Trek with me. I'll share it when you're in my home. I'll treat you to dinner. No big deal. But if you want it on your phone, you got to pay for it. I mean, that's life. I said, Dad, I'd like to have a car so I can go out on dates with these cute girls. Dad said 3 words: get a job. You want a car? Earn it. Go work for it. It's not hard. It's not complicated. That's life. What Netflix is doing is absolutely right. They're just getting rid of all their freeloaders. The people that are doing the biggest screaming are probably the freeloaders because they're not getting something for free anymore. And every time I make an argument, all you gotta do is Chromecast. All you gotta do is hook your phone up to their monitor. Almost everybody's got a smart TV today. And you can share your Netflix right then and there. Just not permanently, just for that moment. It's simple. You don't know how to hook up a phone to a smart TV? Go on, look up a YouTube tutorial. They'll show you how to do it. The cord you would need probably cost $10 at Amazon. Go to Amazon, hook up whatever adapter you got to have, and you're good to go. It's not hard, people. It's not hard at all. So don't give me this line, what if I go on vacation? What if I this? What if that? No, it's called you want to freeload. So again, what Netflix is doing is absolutely correct. They're just ending all this sharing because people they're freeloading. They're getting free Netflix and not paying for it. That's got to stop. All the streaming services are going to do it. Another thing that the streaming services are going to do in the near future is they're going to end broadcast TV. So like Freevee, whatever stream, if you're getting free TV right now, that's going to end. Probably in the next 3 or 4 years. As soon as these licensing deals end. See what it is any free TV you're not getting the good shows. You're getting shows that are 30, 40 years old. MASH, Wagon Train, Rawhide. Think about that. How true that is. You are getting old shows, but that's going to end too because all those shows are owned by various studios who have licensing rights. That's somebody's property, and what they're going to do is they're going to end it. You see my hair sticking up. Oh well. They're going to end it by so when things go into syndication, they sign it goes into syndication for a certain number of years, or however the contract goes. As soon as that contract is up, the studios, slowly but surely, they've been pulling back their content. So networks like Freevee and whatever other broadcast channels, they're running out of content to put out. Because the studios and the networks are pulling it back and putting everything behind a paywall. And what's going to happen is people like Amazon are going to offer one low price for all these streaming services. You pick out what you want. Kind of like cable. Oh, you want Shudder, or, which is all the horror flicks. They're going to offer multiple channels under one roof. Disney's already working on that. That's why they acquired Hulu. And they have the free version, which is full of ads, and they have the paid version. Spotify, I have the paid version because I can listen to my playlist anywhere, anytime. I could do that with a free version, but there's no Wi-Fi connection unless you own a hotspot. Now, if you have a hotspot, you don't need to pay for Spotify because you can still listen to your playlist in your cars, attach it to your Bluetooth. What do you need CDs for? What do you need a radio station for? Radio stations are done. Your local newspapers are done. Your local TV stations are done. They're done. Because people don't need them anymore. If I want to know what the Kansas City Chiefs are doing, I just download an app for that. There's an app for your weather. I don't need to watch the local news to get the weather. I have a weather app for that. So streaming services are, I hate to say it, folks, you're not going to be able to share your account with anybody. They're going to limit it to 3 devices. That's it. So you need to pick out which devices you want to use Netflix on. For me, I don't have it on my phone. I don't need it. I'd rather take it on my iPad Pro, which I can take with me anytime, anywhere, right? It's got a big enough screen, so I can take that device anywhere on the planet and watch my Netflix anywhere. So don't give me this line, I can't access it on vacation. I can. It's right there. It's one IP address. And the other one would be the desktop. I don't need it on the laptop. I'm fine. So I pick out which devices. Now the desktop would have a monitor, right? Kind of like this big monitor over here. So that would work. I can access it from my desktop and my iPad Pro. I have a second iPad, which I use. It's a smaller screen, but again, I could do it if I wanted to, and that would be my third device. But I wouldn't need it on my phone. That's just too small of a screen for me. But if I wanted to, I could hold the screen like this and put my headphones on and watch any movie I want. I actually might do that instead of the second tablet. I might just do it to the phone. This would be my third device because it's smaller. I can take it with me on vacation, and I can access my Netflix, Amazon anytime I want. I can access my Spotify anytime I want, anywhere. My own playlist that I created. So this idea that Netflix is greedy, but they're just taking away the freeloaders. That's all they're doing, is cracking down on the freeloaders. And a lot of it's licensing deals, because Hollywood's pulling all the strings. These studios are telling Netflix, we got to make money from royalties and stuff like that. These people are freeloading and watching our movies, and our actors aren't getting paid, our writers aren't getting paid. And I understand that. I get it. Okay? They got to get paid too. So that's what they're doing. They're just ending the freeloading. They're just not wanting to give away free stuff. Now, they'll give you 30-day free trial. That's still in existence. That will still happen. And you can still access it anywhere on the planet 24 hours a day. So I don't understand the arguments that people are making. I just don't. I got plenty of comments in here. I'm going to read a couple of comments that people have left. Oh boy, I bet there's more. Oh yeah, there's more comments now. Okay. So again, they're making the arguments, but again, if you have it on like one device, which you can Chromecast or put on your Roku, on your smart TV, the whole family can watch it. They're just ending all the freeloading. Here's the latest one. I won't put out anybody's names. I'll read you one of the comments, and just to hear their side of the story. But again, my argument will always be the same house. If you got 6 people, that 6 people can still watch on one account on the main TV if they want to. Everybody can sit around the living room, and you're getting 6 people watching for one. Like we did when we have VCRs. We'd rent a movie, right? Well, the whole house everybody in the family can watch one movie without paying $10 a piece to go to the movie theater. See what I'm saying? Same difference here. Here's what one woman has to say, and let's hear this woman out and see what she says. It's the number of devices you are logged into at the same time, not how many you have installed it to. I had to call them and ask because I had 3 kids and myself all watching different stuff on different TVs. That's the problem. Bingo. You're giving away free access, and you can't do that. That's the issue right here. Okay. I had all watching different stuff on different TVs and wanted to make sure I had the right deal on my account. I pay for a 2-screen account right now because of the kids moved. I downgraded so I can be logged in physically watching shows on 2 different devices. If they allow it, that's great. No problem. I don't see what the problem is. But I've got installed on 2 laptops, my television, a tablet, and my phone. That's unusual because usually it's 3 devices. Even I understand that. So I have it on my iPad, maybe the phone, and the desktop. And the phone I can take with me anywhere on vacation, anywhere I go. I can still watch my Netflix. because the kids moved and I downgraded so I can be logged in and physically watching shows on 2 different devices, but I've got it installed on 2 laptops, my tablet, and my phone. Doesn't mean I use them all at once. True. If I try to use a 3rd device at the exact same time I'm logged into 2 others, either won't let me or kick me off one of the other. Well, as it should be. You just need to understand the rules and live within the rules. Okay? I'm logged in 2 other devices, either won't let me or will kick me off one of the other devices I've got running. Of course, I never do that because I can only watch one program at a time. Laugh out loud. Okay. Again, you need to decide what device you want to have Netflix on. You want to decide how to maximize your benefits to the best of your ability. How to optimize it. You don't want to share your account with anybody. And that's fine. You got 5 kids living in the house and you're all sitting around watching a movie. We did that back when I was growing up. Big deal. But if they're all having their own devices, they need to pay for their own devices and pay for their own Netflix. Pay for their own Amazon. Make them pay for their own. Don't you pay for anybody else's stuff. You work hard for your money. Don't share your account. Make them pay for it. If your kid says, I want a phone, fine. Go get a job. Pay for it. Your kid says, I want to have Netflix on my phone, fine. Get a job. Pay for it. It's that simple. There's nothing hard about it. There's plenty of jobs available right now. If members of your family want to have their own Netflix, make them go out and pay for it. Put it on their phones that they pay for. Don't you pay for anything. You work hard for your money. So you just need to understand that what you're getting into and what you're capable of doing. It's like when you had a VCR. Everybody understood. You put the videotape in. The whole family can sit around the living room, watch a movie. What's so hard about that? Nothing. If somebody else wants to watch a different movie, fine. Make them go buy another TV set, another VCR player, and watch whatever movie they want, anytime they want. Make them get a job and pay for it. It's not hard. For your information, screen sharing is not the same as on a home TV, thus Chromecast. Again, it can be done. Go to YouTube, look up a tutorial, how to put this phone on a smart TV. It can be done. The technology's there and it's very inexpensive. Just go to YouTube and find a tutorial. I don't see what the problem is. Here's another one. If you have your computer, I generally don't travel with my MacBook. You don't need a MacBook. Just need this and an adapter if you have to get one from Amazon and hook it up to their smart TV. Again, problem solved. If you have your computer, I generally don't travel with my MacBook. My friends generally don't have TVs that offer screen sharing. That's bullshit. Most smart TVs, all made in the last 10 years, all offer it. Don't BS me. I know better. If it's made after 2014, 2015, just about every monitor out there offers. They're all smart TVs anymore. They all got, even this one is over 10 years old. Even it's got stuff on there that can adapt to this. And I had this since probably 2010. So don't BS me. I've had my Sony for the last probably 13, 14 years. And even it can do stuff. Yeah, so don't BS me on that. The TV that they don't have TVs that offer screen sharing. Again, that's bullshit. Which I do daily at work using the laptop. Well, of course you do. But almost all TVs offer it. They all have hookups somewhere in the back. You just got to get your Chromecast, get your adapter, and plug it in. Most any TV made in the last 10, 12 years offer it. So, again, unless it's a very, very old TV that goes back before 2010, probably. Again, I appreciate how hard you are working to find a way that will make it worth it for me to subscribe to Netflix. Yeah, you wasted your money out for years, but you still have it. I use screen sharing at meetings. Yes, you can. Yes, I see people do screen sharing at meetings all the time. They always use PowerPoint presentations. They always see them hook up their phones or their tablets to the big monitor. They hook something up. Whatever's on their laptop's on the monitor. It's not on the big TV. It's not a big deal. Easy to do. I don't understand. And everybody in the room, if you got Netflix plugged in, everybody in the room can watch that Netflix movie. I'm trying to understand all this. Let's see. None of those options work if you're trying to watch something with others. Yes, they do. Stop BSing me. Let's say it's a holiday and you've traveled to be with family. Again, if it's on your phone, you can take Netflix with you anytime, anywhere. So stop BSing me here. Let's say it's a holiday and you've traveled to be with family and want to watch a movie with everyone on your account. Yes, you can. You can hook this up to any smart TV with the right adapter that you can easily get at Amazon. Go to watch a tutorial and they'll show you how to do it. It can be done. I've watched people do it. You can't do that. Yes, you can. So stop telling me you can't, because I've watched people do it. I go to meetings all the time. I know people that have done it. You can go to YouTube and tutorial anything. And even if you can call and explain and try to drop to another device, they won't necessarily let you do that. Of course not. This is all about freeloading. So all her arguments, I can dispute them. But this right here, I can hook up to a monitor. Just find a tutorial and they'll demonstrate what you have to have. They'll even sometimes have links in their description box. Click on those links. You can buy your adapter, take this on vacation, and hook it up to any smart TV and watch your favorite Netflix movie. Yes, you can. Absolutely, you can. Most TVs made in the last 10 years are smart TVs. All have adapters. If you need a specific adapter, they'll show you where to hook it in back there. Even this old TV, it can be done. And this is a 2010 Sony. This TV's 13 years old and obsolete already. So don't tell me it can't be done, because yes, it can. Okay. We're up to 27 minutes. Okay. If I'm paying for Netflix, I should be able to do whatever I want with my account. No, you can't. It's their corporation, their money. Yes, you're paying for it, but you have certain limitations. You got to abide within those limitations. If you're restricted to 3 devices, that's fine. You decide which 3 devices you want to put your Netflix on that would optimize your best viewing. If you want to put it on your Roku, that's attached to your smart TV, so the whole family can sit around the living room and watch it, that's what you should do. See, then you got 6 people watching the same Netflix at the same time. Now, if somebody wants to watch something different, make them pay for it. It's not hard. Don't give them your account. If you don't like what the family's watching, you don't like it, go get your own Netflix and you pay for it. Get your phone, get your Netflix, and you pay for it. I understand that you shouldn't be able to share your account with 1 million people. No, I don't share my account with anybody. Let's say I go on vacation again. I want to use it on a television at a B&B. Or what if I go and stay with a family member for 2 weeks and I want to use my account on a device at their house? I have had problems using a streaming service in both of those scenarios. No, there is no problem. You go to YouTube and you Google that on YouTube, and somebody will show you how to do that and solve your problem. Then you can hook this up to any smart TV because you have Netflix on your device. Any tutorial can show you how to fix that problem. Problem solved. There's tutorials for everything. I don't see what the problem is. The problem is people really don't want to pay for it. They want to freeload. Well, this freeloading is going to end. And like I said about broadcast TV, it's going to come to an end. As these licensing deals end, and syndication deals end, and they will end, broadcast TV is going to be done. I'd say within 3 or 4 years, there won't be anything left of broadcast television. It's going to be completely gone. No freebie, no free stuff, none. Because all that intellectual property is owned by somebody. As soon as these deals go, they put everything behind a paywall. Everything's going to go. I mean, if they own that, if some studio owns the rights to Rawhide, even though it's 60 years old, it goes behind a paywall. Andy Griffith, paywall. MASH, paywall. Gilligan's Island, paywall. Everything. And people will pay. They paid for cable. Cable TV's on its way out. It's been on its way out for years. It's just a matter of time. It's cheaper to have streaming than cable. Like I said, you can go to Amazon Prime and you can choose what streaming service you want and order it through them, except Disney Plus. They don't offer it through Amazon yet. They're a competitor. But they could. They're all going to collaborate. So, you're going to get these big tech companies all collaborating. And don't think you can outsmart it because they're all using AI. I'll outsmart it. No, you can't. Their AI technology is going to outsmart you. Don't ever think you can outsmart their AI. Well, I'll still share it with my friends. I had someone say, I'll bounce my IP address around. No, you can't. These tech companies are getting smarter and smarter and smarter, and they're using artificial intelligence. Don't think for a moment you can outsmart artificial intelligence. You can't. Because you're living in the past if you think that that's going to happen. No, you need to think. They know everything about you on this device. Everything. You sold your rights away and your freedoms to these things. Anyway, I've rattled on about Netflix and where I think and I think they're doing the right thing. If I were Netflix, I'd do the same thing. All the streaming services are doing it. They're all under pressure from the major studios and networks to do that very thing. They're all clamping down on freeloaders. Nobody wants freeloaders. All this free stuff that people have been getting is going to end. As far as broadcast TV, sharing your accounts, don't ever share your account. Don't ever do that. Ever. I don't do it. If my best friend wanted to watch Star Trek and he couldn't afford Paramount, I say, fine. Come over to my house Friday night at 6 o'clock. We'll sit down and we'll watch Star Trek together. I'll even pay for dinner. Shoot, I'll order pizza and whatever. We'll have a good time. Have a few drinks. Have pizza. Watch Star Trek. That's fine. At that point, yes, in a way, I'm sharing. But I'm not sharing. I am, but I'm not. I'm sharing without giving away any passwords or important information that could end up in the wrong hands. People get hacked all the time because you are sharing your account information. And you wonder why you get hacked. The moment you share your account information with anybody, I don't care if it's your brother, your best friend, you don't know who he's sharing it to. Don't share it with anyone. Your Netflix is your Netflix for you. If you want to invite your friends and family all over for dinner and watch a movie on Netflix and you're all 20 people watching, that's fine. We did that back in my day. Back when we had broadcast TV, everybody come over to the house and watch the Dukes of Hazzard. The whole family watched the same show. Big deal. So I don't see what the problem is. And you can take like I said, all the streaming services offer it. You can take it with you anytime, anywhere, and watch it. You can hook it up to any smart TV. There are tutorials. Again, there is... Netflix is just cracking down on freeloaders, and they should. And I totally support them on this. No, they're not screwing them. They're just screwing the freeloaders. That's all they're doing. I work hard for my money. If I'm paying for a streaming service, I'm paying for it. I understand their rules in terms of service. That's not hard to get. It's not hard to understand. You're limited to 3 devices. So I'm going, okay, which 3 devices do I want to use it on the most? How can I optimize it? Do I put it on my Roku, which I don't have? But if I did, I'd have it on my Roku so I can play it on my big TV. Or I can put it on the monitor. It's got a pretty good size screen. You can play Netflix on the desktop. I have a laptop, but I don't need it for the laptop when I already have a monitor in the other room to watch it on. So I have to think about how I can optimize it. Now I put it on my iPad Pro. It's got a big enough screen. I can still take it with me. But I may add a third device. I may add this. It's smaller, more compact. I could turn it this way and watch all my favorite movies widescreen. Not a big deal. Anytime, anywhere, 24 hours a day. I can watch Andy Griffith at 3 o'clock in the morning. No commercials. No big deal. And no, I do not share my account. Like I said, if my best friend couldn't afford Paramount, that's $10 a month. Who can't afford $10 a month? But if he was that strapped, okay, great. Come over to my house and we'll watch it together. I have no problem. I'll even buy dinner. Like I said, it's not an issue for me. Because I'm not sharing any vital information. Not sharing passwords or anything else. Don't give away anything to anybody. Like I said, I haven't been in studio for a while. I've been doing a lot of vlogs. And that's what I have to say about this Netflix situation. Please comment below on how you feel about this Netflix. It's not just Netflix. They're all doing it. Amazon's doing it. Disney's doing it. All of them are doing this. Right now, Netflix is the most well-known because they've been in the news. But they're all doing it. All of them. They're all working together like a syndicate. And because it is a syndicate, they all have licensing deals with these studios. Every one of them. It's a big legal issue for all of them. So they're all abiding by the licenses they have. That's what it is. Licenses. And they're abiding by, have to abide by it. Whatever is written in that contract. The studios put this out and say, you got to do this and we got to... Our producers and writers have to be paid. Our actors want their royalty. They got to do it. Netflix has to crack down. Disney has to crack down. No more sharing. And so you got to understand who's behind that. A bunch of lawyers. So the free ride's over. And no, that people aren't being screwed. I mean, if I pay for a streaming service, I understand the terms and conditions. You use it within means. What everybody's arguments, it's all, because I just debunked them all. Easy to debunk. You pay for the streaming service you can afford. Now Paramount's $10 a month. That's half the price of Netflix and has better programs. So I got rid of Netflix. I used to have Netflix. If you're going to use it to binge watch, like I did when I did Cobra Kai, and Stranger Things, and Lucifer. So I had those 3 shows. I binge watch them. When I'm done, I'm done. Cancel it. I am guilty of that, but I paid for it, right? At least I'm courteous enough to pay a couple of months because it takes that time to. Because I'm on the go a lot. So I'll pay for a couple of months. Binge watch what I want. Done with it. Cancel it. But Amazon Prime, I hang on to. I never can. I use it all the time. I order stuff through Amazon. And they have whole kinds of streaming services now under their platform, including NFL. Yeah. Again, all you gotta do is pay for it. The problem is people don't want to pay for it. That's the bottom line. Right there. I'm going to hit the nail on the head. People don't want to pay for it. They want something for nothing, and that's what this is about. So don't tell me you can't afford it when you're spending $100 a week on booze. But you can't afford $10 a month for Paramount Plus, which has got an amazing show. Star Trek Strange New Worlds is awesome. I love it. Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone. Awesome show. You know, I think they offer Yellowstone too. And so I'm going, they offer some great programs on Paramount Plus. $10 a month, it's worth it. It's worth just, I use Boomerang, it's like $40 a year to watch all my classic cartoons I watched when I was a kid. From the Flintstones to Bugs Bunny, and so for $40 a year, that's cheap. I can afford it. Paramount Plus, because I love Star Trek and I love all the stuff that Paramount puts out. Perfect. I pick the streaming service I want, and I use it, and I love it. And so you got to think about what has value to you. Spotify has value. I have YouTube Premium because I watch a lot of YouTube videos and I watch it without commercials. Because I use that platform a lot and I upload to YouTube, it has value. That $13 a month I pay for Premium is worth it because I use it a lot. So before you buy a streaming service, look at what they're offering and ask yourself, how much value does it have? Am I going to use it a lot? I use Spotify and YouTube a lot. So to me, they have value because I use them every day. Anyway, this video went on way longer than it should have, but I just wanted to get across what's going on with Netflix. And no, the American people aren't being screwed. Matter of fact, if you are paying for Netflix with your hard-earned money, they're doing the right thing. Do not share your account. They're just getting rid of the freeloaders. You work hard for your money. Don't share your Netflix. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's your son. Get a job. Pay for it. Daddy, I want a car. Get a job. Daddy, I want a phone. Get a job. It's that simple. Nothing hard. You got to say this to members of your own family. Don't let them mooch off of you. And they will, especially your family. But their family. No. You work hard for your money. That's your account. You keep it. Don't share it with anybody. Now, if you want the whole family to sit around the living room, watch a movie together, that's fine. We've been doing that since TV was invented. The whole family would sit around and watch a movie together. You know? Everybody sat around the dinner table. We all sat around, have a family conversation. We'd all watch the same TV. We were all together as a family. That's fine. But it's time to end the freeloading. And it's great to be back in studio doing this recording. And like I said, I'm sorry this went on. It's already up to 43 minutes. How did I go so long? Because I'm just naturally just wanting to talk to you because I'm trying to get a message across. Look, you want something, go work for it, earn it, pay for it, and it's yours. That's the American dream. That's what we're supposed to do. But what this boils down to is free stuff. I hit the nail on the head. And that's going to be controversial to people because every argument they give, I give an argument back. This can be taken anywhere. You can hook this up to some TV in your hotel room even and Chromecast it to their monitor. There's tutorials to show you how to do it. Could you not? Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. And comment below. Comment. I want to read those comments. Like, share, comment. Especially the comments. I got a lot of comments just on the fake book. I can imagine what I'm going to get on the YouTube. So please comment below. Thank you.